Alrighty, we got us some breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Good news, of course, for all of us waiting for more information on Dragon Ball Superhero coming to theaters next year, 2022. Dragon Ball or DBS Chronicles has discovered that there will be a huge panel coming up at New York Comic Con, one of the biggest conventions in the United States, featuring the Japanese producers of Dragon Ball Superhero coming up just in a few weeks, October 7th, Thursday, October 7th at 12:30 p.m., 1 hour long in the main stage. And I'm going to go ahead and go through this news for y'all, what it could mean and what's going to be happening possibly at that panel, because I don't have details on what's going to happen on that panel as of right now, but we do have an idea of what could happen based on what they've done in the past. So if you are new here, subscribe, hit the notification button, of course, so you can get notified whenever I upload, and leave a like on the video even if you're new or if you've been here before. And if you have been here before, thank you again for watching. Let's go ahead and get into this, all right? So Thursday, October 7th, just a few weeks away, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern U.S. time. Since 1984, the Dragon Ball series has continuously brought exciting adventures to fans across the globe, around the globe. We welcome special guest Akio Iyoku, executive producer of the Dragon Ball series and editor for Akira Toriyama, and Norihiro Hayashida, producer of TV animation and movies for the Dragon Ball series, including Dragon Ball Super Broly, as they have a behind-the-scenes discussion about the next Dragon Ball movie. So, this is very similar to what they said for the last panel that we got a few weeks ago in July at San Diego Comic-Con. So this seems to be the next step in what's going to happen with Dragon Ball Superhero. Now, will we get another trailer? I would assume the answer is yes. I'm going to assume, and I don't know for sure, it's going to be more of a teaser type trailer. I don't expect us to get a full trailer until probably Jump Festa in December. I could be wrong. We might get a full trailer again, but I think another teaser would be more fitting. Also, I think what we can mostly expect is a few more reveals as far as characters in the film, a few more reveals as far as maybe some plot information, maybe more on that villain, or he's not really a villain. We don't know yet. That new character with the 1 and the 2 on his chest. We could get that at this panel. We could get, some new art from Toriyama, maybe even like a movie poster. I would actually be willing to bet that a movie poster is actually more likely than not. You have to understand that at the last panel that they did, it was Akio Iyoku, who I've talked about this before, but if you're new here, he is Toriyama's right-hand man. He's the guy who communicates with Toriyama at Shueisha. He's the head of the Dragon Ball room, and he's the guy who kind of mitigates information between Toriyama, the anime staff, and the manga staff at Shueisha. Not necessarily Toyotaro, but like the rest of the staff that helps with everything else. That's what Akio Iyoku does. He's the guy who regularly meets with Toriyama to determine the future of Dragon Ball. Norihiro Hayashida was the executive producer of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Also worked on the TV show. He's been integral as far as putting together the TV show aspects of Dragon Ball and the movies. TV show and movies, the animation is what I'm trying to say, not the manga art, the animation. And so they will both be at this panel. Now, at the other San Diego Comic-Con panel, it was those two plus Masako Nozawa, the voice of Goku. But because this will be at New York Comic-Con and there are some travel restrictions in Japan, Nozawa, of course, being elderly, she may not feel safe to fly out of Japan until this mess in the world gets cleared a bit more. So she couldn't make it to this panel. Instead, they're going to have Ian Sinclair and Monica Rial appear. So for those who don't know, Monica Rial is the voice of Bulma for Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Kai, and the recent movies. And Ian Sinclair is the voice of Whis. Now, does this confirm that Whis and Bulma will be in the movie? Not necessarily, but I think it leads more towards the direction of yes, they are in the movie, because of the fact that why would they pick those people? Like, where's, usually when they do these at New York Comic Con, you'll have like Chris Sabat or Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku and Vegeta. But we know they're in the movie because it's a Dragon Ball movie. You can't have a Dragon Ball movie without Goku, right? And Vegeta will probably be in it, right? I'm fairly certain he's too important to leave out. But the fact that it's Ian Sinclair and Monica Rial, You know, Ian Sinclair has voiced Whis since all the way back in Battle of Gods, and Whis has been in the story since then. I mean, we've seen Whis in every Dragon Ball movie. We've seen Bulma in every Dragon Ball movie, and repeatedly being used in the series. I mean, in Dragon Ball Super, she was there during Resurrection F. She was there at the beginning part of the Universe 6 arc. She was definitely there in the Trunks arc for sure. I mean, they needed her for a lot of things. And Tournament of Power, she was not really there that much, but she was in Vegeta's head when he would have these, ruminations about his wife and her motivation and whatnot. She was there at the beginning part of the arc, but not during the actual fight. So, that's interesting. And it would make logical sense that a character like Bulma, who's been there since Dragon Ball Episode 1, February 1986, since she's been there from the very beginning, she's probably going to be in the movie, guys. I mean, why would they have a Dragon Ball without Bulma at least having an appearance? And then Whis is, of course, Goku and Vegeta's trainer. Really, Goku's trainer now in the Granola arc, so they're going to be there. Like I said, we don't have confirmation right now as far as will there be a trailer, but one thing I want to point out is that Akio Iyoku-san did say that they used San Diego Comic-Con for the announcement of Superhero and to do the whole the reveal of the characters and whatnot, because it's an international platform. San Diego Comic-Con is respected worldwide. New York Comic-Con is as well. Whereas some of the Japanese conventions like Jump Festa or Jump Carnival, even though we as anime fans know what they are, people outside of Japan really don't know, or outside the anime sphere have no idea what Jump Festa is. They don't have any idea. Ask a random fan of DC or Marvel. They're not going to know what Jump Festa is, but they know what San Diego Comic-Con is most likely. They know what New York Comic-Con is. These are more bigger branded events, and so it looks like Shueisha and Toei is really focusing on getting this thing out internationally. Now, I discussed this in the past about how after Resurrection F, there was a paradigm shift behind the scenes where they wanted the films and the show to have much more of an international presence, and that's what's going on here. You know, Dragon Ball Super Broly was released internationally right after the Japanese got theirs, it was a month after. With this movie, I presume it'll be the same thing, where we're going to get the dub a month or maybe less than that, maybe a few weeks after the Japanese one comes out. Maybe even sooner. Maybe one day we'll get an international release where everyone gets it in one day. I hope that's what happens. I can't guarantee it, but I hope that is what happens. So, again, October 7th, I will, of course, have coverage here on the channel. If we get a trailer, I'll probably do a stream on October 9th discussing all this stuff. So, of course, be here for that. And don't forget, like I told y'all earlier, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And, yeah, that's the next big phase of Dragon Ball news coming just a few weeks away. And I'm very excited. So I hope we get some good stuff. And I hope the movie does not suck, because I don't want a bad Dragon Ball movie. I want one to be as good as Broly, or at least as good as Battle of Gods, right? So give us something good. We'll see. Thanks again. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later this week.